And the microphone is on. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you on board. I'm turning that darn song off now. Alright, it is off. I see it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board. It is Monday, July the 25th, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And of course, I'm your host, DrFox2000. And you're watching VolcanoX live stream, and welcome aboard everyone. I know some of you are already in tomorrow, which is all good too. We don't mind that, and that is absolutely doable and workable. For you it is July 26th, which is cool, and we don't mind that. You're in the future. Anyway, let's get at things here with welcome everyone. First off, the moderators are here. Arizona Snowman is in the house. Piggy is here, of course. We have Joseph Fields Official I've seen already as well. I haven't seen Lucas yet, but if Lucas is here, great. And that's kind of it for moderators that I see, but we may have others in the background, like Gary or Mona or somebody like that, and there are others, of course. And I will leave those there, but welcome moderators, glad to have you on board, and thank you for helping out as usual. And wow, looking at that fire on the screen, that's almost hypnotic. But anyway, that is Cumbre Vieja, and I do believe that was November the 3rd. No, that's the 4th. November 4th of last year is when that took place, and that is what we're seeing on the screen. So please don't get it confused with current eruptions. And I know there's some people going, oh, what do you mean it's erupting again? Why didn't anybody tell me? Yeah, well, hey, this is archive footage, and that's all we can do, unfortunately, since there are no close-up shots anywhere of any volcanoes that we can really see. So we do the best we can, and sometimes we just need to put in canned lava. Anyway, passes Juliet and Dr. Fox pizza. What? Whoa, hang on. Who's handing out my pizza? Pass me the pizza. I'm giving the hat. I give you a hat. Oh. What is going on here? Who's getting my pizza? How does that work? How did... Oh, Peggy. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys on board, and let's get at things. I'm going to say hi to everyone first off, and hang on. Who was first in the Juliet? Who was first today? Oh, hang on. I think it was Juliet, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if we got cookies. Do we have cookies? Yeah, okay, there's some cookies right there. Me? All right, so Juliet was the first person in there, gets the cookies. Way to go, Juliet. Excellent stuff. And hang on, yeah, there's pepperoni on my pizza. What's going on, you guys? How come you're handing out more of my pizza? I'm supposed to have that for supper. Anyway, welcome everyone, and let's start out with, of course, Juliet is here, and we've got Sue Hayes and Sharon Stewart, Grandma B, Sasha is in the house, Kevin Haynes is here, Storm Chaser 1211, Kananaskis Country, Sandra Rockland is on board. Going up a little bit more, looking for other names. Anna Wallner, Guten Abend. And going up a little bit more, we see Andy Morgan. Did I say Kevin Haynes? I think I did. Anyway, going up a little bit more. John Raper's in the house. Sophie is here. And let's see, Hermione Schaefer also here. Good to have you on board, Hermione. And I'm assuming Fluffy is nearby. Let's see, who else? James Bong, Edith NZ. Welcome, both of you. And going up a little bit more, looking for other names. And Sharon Stewart said, I can hear you, Dr. Fox. Yes, I see that. Going up some more. Okay, we got Grandma B, we got Anna. Rolling up here, we got John. And just cruising up the list here, trying to find some other names. And let's see. I'm sure I can find some. It's just sometimes when the same people do a lot of chatting, that's a lot of stuff to go through. Spooky Avocado was in the house. Welcome back, Spooky. And going up some more. MT Coal Forge, welcome. Good to see you. And rolling up a little bit more to see who else. We got James, we got John. Going up. And just trying to look here. Sometimes it's easier than others to go scrolling through the list really quickly, so a little hard to see, and I'm up as far as I can see. I don't see any other names in there. I'm sure though, I know Fluffy is outside with the big mouse. The big mouse. With a big mouse. Okay. Sleepy Volcano was also here, as well as Daryl R. Welcome, you guys. Sleeping Volcano. Sounds familiar. Let's see. Linda Schoof, also here. Welcome, Linda. And did I miss anyone else? Pistol Pete. Hey, neighbor. Glad that you're on board. Going up a little bit more here. Looking for other ones. We got Storm Chaser. Yep, we got them. And I think we're good with names for right now. So, all right. Let's use some magic. We'll start going around everywhere and seeing what we've got. So we'll stop that volcano in its tracks there, and it can wait. Hey, Tom is here. And hi all, lurking, Tom and Pepper. And they're doing all right. Okay, over to Sicily we go. That is always nice. And boy, that was quick, eh? We are traveling from Cumbre Vieja to Sicily in under 3 seconds. And we didn't even break the sound barrier. All right, so actually, before I start that, this is what it looks like right now. So I did do a time lapse, and we wanted to see what it looked like, and I'll let it run. Unfortunately, I kind of did it while the sun was right dead center up top, and then I let it run, and I thought, well, hey, we'll just leave it there and kind of watch the clouds being silhouetted in a way, and that looks kind of neat. So you can see where the smoke is coming from, dead center up top on Etna, as well as that one from behind, the vent that's on the back side, or the opposite side that we're looking at it from. I wouldn't call it the back side. So yeah, that actually the sun kind of went down amongst the hills there, and I thought it was kind of neat, and I showed a little bit of a different view. So that looks cool. Yep, it does. I like it. Making a whirl. It's now you're seeing the shadows or beams of light. And I think that's pretty awesome too. Just watching the way that dropped down. But yep, that is what was happening in Sicily today. And speaking of Sicilian people, and spoke with Yvonne today. Of course, it's her last night there in La Palma, and she gets to go home tomorrow. So I think she's looking forward to that, and that'll be good. So she's got a few more days off though, and that is nice. Gives her a little bit more time to relax at home before she ends up going back to work. I think she said on the 1st is when she goes back. So pretty cool. Anyway, this basically, yeah, you start to see the lights in the area turning on and stuff like that. It is just about 9 p.m. there, or quarter to 9 at this point, and that's just about the end of that video. So it looked pretty good, and there we go. That is what we get, and hopefully that was all right. And of course, you know, it is what it is. We see what it looks like at night right now. Now, as far as seismic activity, anything like that, nothing major has appeared there. It's all still little tiny quakes and rumbles and stuff like that. I wish I had a chart for that. That would look a little bit better, but I was just reading the stuff off of Discovery, volcanodiscovery.com, and that's basically in there. They're just indicating it's pretty normal, pretty quiet, calming down again. So that's kind of what we've got there. And let's see, we'll pop over to our next favorite volcano, and that is going over into Iceland, and we're going to have a look there and see what we've got. And current time 23:07 there, so 11:07 p.m. It is still light out, and yes, you are seeing a lot of smoke coming out of Ragnar, and that is really kind of weird. I mean, it is in a fumarole state, but why all of a sudden are we seeing so much more smoke today than we had in the last little while? And that makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Dr. Fox, it looks like more of the wall has crumbled off. You're talking about in here. Yeah, in the back here. I did notice that, and I kind of wondered about what the heck is going on there. And I'm wondering if it did collapse, because this was the big chunk over here that we were missing, and it now appears that we've got some divoting here as well. So definitely something going on there, a little bit of cave-in perhaps, who knows. The hole is bigger. Oh, you think this is bigger over on that side? I don't know. But anyway, I do want to, I got to get on the right screen here. There we go. We want to get on to, I want to show you a video. This is another one from Pietro, what's his name? Anyway, he gave permission to show this one, and I'm going to post a link for it. I'm going to also grab his name, and then we will post that up top there. So, okay, I want to grab that, and we'll get that in there, and then I want to grab his name there is Pietro Ebner. Ebner? All right, we'll get that on there. If I can type that in, Pietro Ebner. There we go, and I hope I spelt it right. And there is that link, and I am going to post that up top here, so I'll pin the link. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel yet, you might want to consider doing that. Anyway, this is just a 2-minute video, so we'll let it rip. No audio on it or anything, but what we are seeing here is going up Nonhagi Valley, and we are headed to or towards southern southern Meridalier which is kind of the place where all that lava came down into Notthaggy, looking like fantastic bacon that it was back in the day. And there he's flying over some of that old flow, and you can sure see that that material is quite deep in some spots. Very interesting to actually see that after the fact, and that is memories of first bacon. Yep. And look at those big cracks in there, you guys. Those aren't flow paths, those are cracks, and that is pretty wild. Or maybe they are flow paths that we don't know about or never seen. Maybe they are, it could be actually. But anyway, this video, I don't know exactly when he shot it, but I don't know if we can actually see that back side of the crater. Yep, actually we can in there. And if you look right there, you can see that extra divot. So this is the one divot here, and it looks like a little bit more material has fallen out of that location right there. And that is pretty interesting, and looks like a lot of it is laying right there. And the other stuff is laying on the ground down below. So pretty cool, pretty interesting, you guys. And I'm glad that he did show that video for us, and gave us permission to have a look. So that explains that area back there, and we were able to see that on here. So it makes a little more sense when we're seeing it, but like I say, if you haven't gone over and subscribe to Pietro's channel yet, by all means go over real quick. Just click on that banner, and then right click on the link. It'll open it up in a new page if you're using a computer, and you can just hit subscribe, and away we go. And that would be definitely a good plan. So anyway, it's awesome, and he said he will have more coming up in the future, so we'll definitely keep an eye on what's coming up, and we'll go from there. So awesome. Anyway, looking at Ragnar, yep, it's definitely still smoking quite a bit, even earlier in the day. And we did have variable weather if we go back about 5 hours ago or so, and this is kind of what it was like. We do see that it is off-gassing there, and we can see the heat plumes really pouring out of there. If we go a little further back, we do see this is at 14:16, so that's 2:16 in the afternoon their time. We can see it again there, a very heavy smoke coming off, and you can definitely see the heat plumes coming up in this whole area, and it looks like there are more heat plumes. Excuse me for a second, I gotta go close some windows. It started pouring like crazy, and it's actually hitting the windows. Okay, I'll be back in a second here. Hang on. Okay, kind of fixed that problem. Yes, rain. It is raining here, and it's been raining on and off all day. And I know some of you really want this rain, and if I could send it to you, I would be happy to do so. I know Piggy desperately needs some rain out there, and many other places before things are a little bit too rough, I guess. Wow, I thought right, it's raining over there. Yep, it is. It's raining, definitely. That downpour happening right now, and I was just looking to see if the sun is out enough to see a rainbow, but perhaps not yet. Maybe in a minute or two or three, we'll see. Anyhow, we do see what Ragnar was doing, what it is doing, and what it continues to do, and the little breakages on the back. And we did see that back area where that material is on the outer side, not on the inside, which is very interesting. You would think if it broke off that it would fall into the crater, but in this case we've seen it out back, so we know exactly what it's doing. Welcome to a few more people popped in here. Jan Arts, welcome. Mark the Shark, welcome. Grandma B, I think I got you earlier, but welcome. Mona is here, of course, and Tetra also here. Grenzed also in the house. Welcome. Echo the Bot is here. 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 Okay. Even a Wonky Donkey. Wonky Donkey. Wonky Donkey. Hang on. That's not supposed to have an echo. 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 Okay. That's good. All right. Yeah, somebody wanted special effects. That was it. There's your the special effects for today. So all good. And anyway, by the way, just to let you know, I had to redo everything this morning. And if there's things that aren't in the right spot here, and I have a little trouble, we'll figure it out. Dr. Fox, does the breakage show up on the earthquake graph? Okay. Is it strong enough for that kind of vibration to show up? Mona, when we've got lava contracting and it's getting tighter and tighter and then it pops open, yes, that would be create a seismic event, and depending on where it's located, it could trigger something. Doc hammering it up before bacon seeds. Oh yeah, hamming it up, hamming it up. Ha! Get it? Hamming it up? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. I guess this is going to be an interesting show. Anyway, let's get over and have a look at the harmonic tremor chart. There it is. I gotta refresh it, and just so we are on the latest and greatest, and there we go. And unfortunately, the descending curve down here is not a good sign, but that's what we're seeing. And of course we see multiple little quakes in here, and that almost looks like a couple of days ago here, this one. But these are a little bit later, so interesting to see that we've got one that's going up a fair bit. So we've got some little quakes in the area and some noise as well. It will be interesting to have a look. So let's just do a comparison to the Grindavik chart real quick, and looking at this guy here, he's just about right in the middle, I guess. And this one a little over. We'll have a look down below and see what we can see in Grindavik. And there we are, Grindavik. We do see one of them, and we see the one that was furthest or latest in time, and we don't see the other one in the middle here. So that tells us that that other quake and the other one that was earlier in the morning, those would have been on the opposite side and not near Grindavik. And that's what we're seeing from that chart. Same kind of reaction though down here in a decline, unfortunately. So that's kind of what we're seeing. And yeah, let's pop back up to the other one, and just so we are on the right one, and then we will take another look there. Okay, so we see those, and yeah, so we've seen that one, but we didn't see these two or this little guy. So let's pop over to the earthquake map, and see if we can find something that kind of correlates to those time zones. And yep, this is current map, and we will take a look at what's going on up top first. Actually, I should stay zoomed out. Look up top. I don't see anything up there. Let's zoom back in on our little spot here. It's a 1.2 in magnitude, not very large, 8.4 kilometers down from yesterday at 1741. So that guy's not doing us any fun and favors. Let's look around Astja. We don't see anything on this chart at Astja. And let's take a look here. Grimsvatn and Bardabunga. This is where we had the really big ones yesterday. The 4.9, 4.4, 4.5. But we're not seeing anything today other than this 2.1. So I will take a look at this guy. 4.5 kilometers down, 4:05 a.m. and 2.1 in magnitude. And there was another one here, 1.2, 9.1 kilometers down. That was actually from yesterday at 1955. So really only the one close to Bardabunga, and that's all we see. Let's take a look and see what else we've got here. Oh, looks like somebody peppered down here. No offense, Pepper, but looked like pepper down there, and spots everywhere. 9:32 a.m. for this 1.0. That is 8.3 kilometers down, and the other one here is a 1.2, and that is from yesterday at 1913, 2.1 kilometers down. We'll zoom back out. That is over there. So let's take a look at what we've got here. All kinds of different stuff. Let's pick this guy up first. 1.0, not on top of Catlab. 3.4, and from yesterday at 22:27. Let's slide back over and see where these other ones are. All right. 1.1, or sorry, 1.2, 1.1 kilometers down from 53 minutes after midnight. Next one is a 1.9 from 53 minutes after midnight as well, 400 meters down. And this guy is from 48 minutes after midnight, 100 meters down, and it's a 1.0. Then we have another 1.0 here. That's actually from yesterday at 22:35, 100 meters down, so in the ice, and from, like I say, from yesterday, 1.0. Going down here a little bit, there's another 1.0, and that is 6:52 a.m. and in the ice, 100 meters down, and 1.0. How come I missed something here? Did we not look at this 1.9? Yeah. Yeah, it is 53 minutes after midnight. So, not that big of a quake, really, when you look at it. This other one, so 1.0 here, 6:52 a.m. That is all right. And then this guy here, this one is really deep in comparison, 13.4 kilometers down from 5:11 a.m. and it is only a 1.1. But still, the fact that they are happening there kind of makes you wonder, are we going to see something in the area? But just normal movement for right now. And let's just slide up here for a second. There's a couple little guys up here we want to take a look at. A 1.4, 6.1 kilometers down, a 4:28 a.m. And then we also have a 1.0, 6.3 kilometers down from yesterday at 17:42. Was this one today's or yesterday's? Yeah, today, 4:28. So one today, one yesterday. And let's see what else we have in the area. Don't see anything. And let's see, we have a 1.5 right over here, and right in town. It says 7.4 kilometers down, and it was at 10:37 a.m. and only a 1.5, but I don't think it would have caused any problems. It was right inside that guy's shop. If it disappears by tomorrow, we'll know a sinkhole formed and took it away, or the lava workers made a tunnel underneath it there. Thank you for the 5-minute warning, Piggy. Anyway, Reykjanes Peninsula right here, for those who are not familiar with Iceland, and Reykjavik, capital city. If we zoom in on this area, you get to see the Keflavik Airport, Keflavik Town, Yardvik, Yardvik, Reykjanesbar, and we go over here. We'll take a look. There's the Blue Lagoon, the power plant, and of course Grindavik. So that's kind of what we're seeing out on that end. Let's have a look at these two over here real quick. Actually, there's three. We've got a 1.5, which they're showing as a 1.0, 4.6 kilometers down, 6:49 a.m. Then we've got a 1.8, and that is a 1.8, 6:21 a.m., 4.8 kilometers down as well. So pretty cool. And 1.0, 4.8 kilometers down from yesterday at 2300, and that is it for right there. And just a quick peek here, one outside of Grindavik, and this one 5.2 kilometers down from today at 11:41. So that's what we're seeing on the charts. On this one anyway, I don't see anything else out in the water, and even going way out, we don't see anything there. So all right, popping over to the other one real quick, because I know there's a bunch more out there, and let's start with Astja. And up at Astja we have two little guys. This is 3.48 kilometers down, and that is at 2:39 a.m. Then we have a 0.6, 4.5 kilometers down, 1:01 a.m. There was other little ones around it as well. Not going to worry about those. Let's get over to Bardabunga area, and there we have that 2.8 or 2.08 I should say, 4.4 kilometers down, and the other one was a 1.2, 9 kilometers down from today at 1:55. So we seen those. We do see a bunch of little stuff on top of Katla, a lot more than the other guys reported, and I kind of have to wonder. This is a 1.7. It should have been on the other chart. 12:53 was the time on that, 5.3 kilometers down. And then we have a multitude of other little quakes up 1.08, 13 kilometers down. We've seen that guy, 1.0, and that is 135 meters down, 12:52. They must have had some good movement there. This one was 4:35 a.m., 0.99, and that is 144 meters down. So it's very shallow stuff, and kind of makes you wonder, are we seeing a lot of ice movement, or is it actually being pushed up a little bit? Yona, welcome Yona. Yona is in the house. Yona is from Iceland. Yona is from over here. Welcome Yona from over here, and glad to have you on board. Anyway, looking at this one though, here's what's happening in our area at our wonderful Ragnar, and that is pretty cool. That we've got a bunch of little ones around it, and I kind of like that. 0.254 kilometers down from 1434. 0.26, 6.9 kilometers down from 1148. There's a 2 right here. Both of them are 0.51s, 6.3 kilometers down for that one from 10:21, and then the other one is come on, the other one is from 12:43, and it is 6.1 kilometers down as well. So definitely two separate times, two different quakes. This 0.1, 0.11, 4.1 kilometers down, 9:51 a.m. And then we have another 0.37 over there. So all these little rumblings are always a good indicator that, hey, we got some movement down there. And it looks like it's all around that 5.3, 5.4 kilometer area. And of course, there's our primary fissure line, but if there's magma chambers underneath here, they're doing their thing. And we do see a couple more here right in Grindavik. I want to grab this guy real quick. A very, very small 0.06, 3.6 kilometers down, so it's not that close to the surface. And that is 12:18 is when that happened. We have this 2.3, 2.6, just about 2.7 kilometers down, actually from yesterday, 23:35. And then there's a few more, and again, you guys can go over, if you want to go over every last one of them, you are more than welcome to. You can very easily bring up that link if you like. And we don't see anything else on this map, so pretty awesome, pretty cool, and we like it. I'm gonna pop over to our other video, and we will let it continue here a little bit, and let's see if I can put it in the right spot, and we will let that go. What's going on, Sophie? Is your house isn't ruined? No. What? No houses are broken, Yona. Your house is fine. Anyway, it is break time, you guys. So, for all those good, wonderful people that are here, and I can probably take that big banner off of there now. This is, of course, a VolcanoX live stream, and I am your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. For those good people who have not yet hit the like button, please do consider doing that. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, by all means, hit that subscribe button if you feel we've earned it. On that friendly note, I am going to take a 5-minute break. Please stick around. Lots more show to come. And we'll let you watch the Cumbre Vieja volcano from November 4th of last year. So, yeah, oh my God, they're calling to pop it out. Oh no, the Krakens are coming. The Krakens are coming. All right, I'm going. I'll be back. we go. Music is over and I'm back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. Woof side, thanks, Dr. What? Woof side? Welcome back, maybe? I don't know. Okay, Piggy, that's confusing. I don't know what WF side stands for, but okay. Well, thank you, everyone, for the wonderful welcome backs, and do appreciate that from, let's see, obviously, Piggy there, and welcome, side noodle. Oh, welcome. Yeah, but that F is so confusing in there, Piggy. Oh, got it now. All right. Got it. Thank you. And do appreciate it. So, all good. And let's see. I hear you. Thanks, Sharon. And welcome back. Thanks, Yona. What? I jumped jumped in to confuse me. I believe that. All right, let me use my magic. We're stopping this volcano, and we will go over to another one really quickly. Oh, we're on the wrong page already. And let's go see what we can see. We don't see a heck of a lot there anyway. Should just actually go over to that chart. Anyway, there you see the island. We're on the island of St. George. You're seeing one of the harbors there and a little portion of one of the towns. And across the water over there, you see that's 18 kilometers across here. And that is, of course, Pico Island and Fayal Island, way off in the distance. For those who are not familiar with that scene, I think we may be able to come up with a picture right away to clarify it. There you go. And you should be able to see Pico Island with Mount Montana on it, and Fayal Island up on the far right-hand side there at the top of the screen. Okay, I get that guy back off of there. We'll move over to the next one. I was watching earlier, and the seas weren't very rough. I do see a little bit more whitewater down here in our little bay now, and of course that is what we're looking at. The seas are a little rough there in the Azores. And moving on, this is a different harbor, slightly further down. We see one of the ships docked there, and of course another one right here, and some lights for some sailing vessels that are also anchored for the night. But let's continue to move on, and I can make that full screen again. Looking at the massive amount of earthquakes we've had. 1.7 happened at 1336. So I'm thinking it's pretty quiet there. And I'll leave that be and pop over to the other map. I'm going to refresh that map because we want fresh. There is some more stuff on there. I wanted to make it bigger first. Bigger. There we go. Oh, I made it so big I can't find my controls. Zoom back out. And there, of course, zoom out one more time. I want to kind of give you an idea of where we are. This is the Canary Islands. This is Portugal and Spain right here. That's the mid-Atlantic ridge. And, of course, this is kind of the divider line here. Between the Eurasian plate and the African plate, and that is where the Azores are located. And as we zoom in, you do see multiple red circles, and the ones that you're seeing out here and here are definitely not going to affect what happens right on St. George, but that is 4 hours ago 2.4, 6 hours ago 2.6. And there's your mid-Atlantic ridge, so it's right on the money there. This one 20 hours ago 2.5, and that is kind of in between the two plates So don't know whether it's grinding, shifting, moving, which direction and whatever, but that's what those are doing. And if we zoom in a little bit more, and we can see that we actually, according to this, had 3 on here. One 2.0 from 4 hours ago, 1.7 from 58 minutes ago, and a 2.0 from 10 or what is it? Yeah, 10 hours ago. So those aren't on the other one, and that makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Anyway, here we see for July 25th the earthquakes, and we do see 1, 2, and 3 out on Sao George. The one is 9 kilometers down. The 1.7 is a surface one, and then the 2.0 8 kilometers down. And we'll have a quick peek at this one, of course, again. Yeah. Right, there we go, got it bigger. So there's our 3 up top and our 3 down below. And that is kind of interesting, and not sure that's going to indicate anything is erupting or will erupt in short order, but that gives you a pretty good idea of what that map looks like. So there, of course, on Sao George, only those 3 small quakes, and then the other ones out here in the pond, the Atlantic Ocean. So that is it there. Let's move over to our next volcano group, and that is in Mexico. And I'm not very happy with our Mexican friends down there. They don't seem to have any coverage of Popocatépetl right now, and I'm actually gonna just for giggles refresh this and see if they happen to put one on. And nope, I'm not seeing it. And I've got a sneaky hunch that they are all going through the same server, and that server may be down in that area because the other ones are also down as well. But when we get over and start, so no Popocatépetl visible today. We get over to the other one though. This is El Volcán de Colima, or Fuego de Colima, and we don't see it in the clouds. But if we go back, way back, somewhere around here, and then we can see what it looked like. Now, I don't know if it was actually throwing off some gassing material there or what, but that cleared off in a fairly short order thereafter, and that didn't take long at all, and we only seen a little bit of cloud up there, and I'm not sure if that's smoke or cloud or what it's doing, but that is pretty awesome. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, that's what we see there. And sliding along a little bit further here, I just want to see if we get a slightly better look. Not much. You can see a little bit of smoke in there, but very, very little. So this one isn't one that has been producing a lot of smoke anyway. But that's what we've got, and that is kind of it for that right now. I'm going to put it back to live. Let's have a look at the other Fuego, and this is, of course, yeah, I mean, why not? Fuego in the clouds. If we go back a little bit, it almost came out for a whole 2 or 3 seconds, and this was a little while ago, but then you seen this monster cloud here just kind of whooshes right in and hides everything on us, and we don't see a darn thing. Look at that. Isn't that neat? All that water vapor and we can't see through it. Darn. Anyway, if we go back in time though, and we can, there we go. That is from this morning, 10:46. We do see what our wonderful Fuego does look like, and then it was hit and miss there too, with the clouds popping in and out, and making it very difficult to see at times. I wasn't seeing a heck of a lot of activity on it, so kind of make you wonder a little. But we do still see it is smoking there, so definitely continuing to be active and off-gassing. And that is pretty cool. I'm going to put that back to live, so if I look for it later, I look for that gray screen. And here is going a little further south. Fuego, of course, is in Guatemala, and next country down, Nicaragua. And this is Tolica in Nicaragua. We can't really see what it's doing. I wish they fixed their close-up cam. It would really be nice, but hard to see what's coming out of there. Anyway, next one, and that's Momotombo, and Momotombo didn't load the picture all the way. I'll leave that be. It did look pretty good earlier, so we'll leave it. Next one here, Messiah volcano, also in Nicaragua, and you can definitely see the caldera and the off-gassing, so pretty good. Who wants to pin the tail next? Get in line. Oh, who are you pinning the tail to? Oh, poor Trevor. Trevor, run and hide. Help, Dr. Fox. Blindfolded people are chasing me. Poor wonky donkey. That's too much. I was wondering what was going on there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Run, Trevor, run. Oh boy. Trevor, do you like the chocolates? Oh, life is like a box of chocolates. Okay. No, don't do that to Piggy. Anyway, let's have a look at our next one on the list. And what? Isn't in Iceland, Dr. Fox? What? Isn't it in Iceland? No, this is not in Iceland. This year, this is in. I'm not sure which one you're asking about, Yona. The ones from Iceland, we left Iceland and we're going around the world now. And we were just in Nicaragua in Central America. And now we are in Merapi in Indonesia, on Java, the island of Java. And this is actually Central Java, just so you know. And let me see if I can actually find that screen and actually get on there. There we go. So this is Merapi. This is what it looks like right now. Pretty close up shot right there. Hands to Mutz, what? Mutz, red vine. Okay. All right. Had too much red wine. All right. Got it. I got it. All right, Yona. No problem. This one is in Indonesia. Far away on the other side of the planet and in the southern hemisphere. So if you drill straight down, you can get to it all the way through. You'll come out on the other side there somewhere, close to Indonesia. Anyway, all right, so that's what we're seeing there. I want to back up a little bit. We really didn't see anything erupting. There's very little happening with this guy today. So I do have one or two spots there, but really wasn't very much at all. And trying to get this to the right spot. And I think that's about there. So we can let that run for a second. And yeah, we don't see that much lava coming out, and you can see over here This is probably one of the biggest eruptions it had during the night, so that's kind of what we're seeing. And not sure, if it's going to pick up some more or if it's going to go completely quiet or what. But these things have been known to a cycle, and they'll go into a slow cycle, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're back at it. So, but at least you do get to see a little bit of lava coming down the hill, and that is indeed some bacon for you. So, definitely worthy of looking at, and that is almost fresh. So, don't kiss a frog. Oh yeah, sure. Don't be kissing frogs. You'll end up with frogitis or something. Aren't there some frogs that are poisonous? If you end up kissing them, you basically end up paralyzing yourself. I can't remember which one it was, but there is one. I know there is. I think that's the stuff they put on the end of those pins that they were trying to stick into Trevor, into the wonky donkey tail. Anyway, that's kind of it for there, and we'll not worry about it too much. Moving on, and wanted to go over here. I did not check out Ruapehu today, so I don't know what it even is like. We can see they've got quite a bit of cloud in there. I was trying to go back here to see maybe in the early wee hours of the morning, but it doesn't look like it, and it looks like the camera got turned a bit. But yep, rain. So we really don't get to see Ruapehu today because of the rain in New Zealand, and that's where that one is. No worries, and we will carry on, and let's have a look at our next one. And yeah, this one is not a bad shot, except for the camera is still stuck. Krakatau is not moving, and that has been stuck from the 24th onward at 1402. So this is not working. But we do have some pluming coming off of Luolatok. Found fans for the sty. Oh, cool. I'll have to look at that. And anyway, down here, Samaru, you can definitely see some smoke coming off the top of that. So that is pretty cool. Same thing with Ewu. Ewu is erupting, and Ewu has some dirty smoke coming out as well. So that's what we're seeing there. And it is a break time, and we wanted to go over to Sakurajima, but we'll do that after the break, you guys. So that is actually, let's just check and see if the ice cream boat is there, because you might be able to go down and get some ice cream during our break. I just got to find where that thing went. There we go. Yep, ice cream boats are there. So if you want to zip down, you are more than welcome to go get your ice cream. Definitely see them right in there, you guys. So yep, down the road, down there, and then hang a left at the lights there and go down and get it. All right, that'll be good. And on that friendly note, I think it is time for me to take that break, and after the break we will come back with some wonderful bacon seeds. So hurry down, get your ice cream, and hey, welcome Leo Carlson. Glad to have you on board, and welcome Old Mummy of Hamsters as well, from the adult store in Ohio. Old Mummy of Hamsters. They have adults there, or little hamsters. All right, anyway, we'll leave that. Grandma B, oh no, that's okay, we said hi to Grandma B. But anyway, I'm going, break time before that cat comes out again. and bites me, you get your ice cream, and make sure you hurry and get good stuff this time. There, all right, I'll leave that run, and we will throw on the music, and I will be back. Welcome, Judy McClellan, and I'll be back in 5 minutes, you guys. And Trevor Wonky Donkey, keep moving, otherwise they're gonna nail you with that. I'll be back. boy, that poor wonky donkey. Wonky donkey, you better get back in the truck and start heading to Hawaii or something. They won't find you there. Oh boy, boy. That is pretty nasty. Thank you for the welcome backs from Leo Carlson and Sue Hayes and poor wonky donkey. Oh, I guess I hit the target. There you go. You got a tail on him. No pepper. Don't bite the butt. Pin the tail. All right. Boy, oh boy, this is getting serious. Trevor, get in that truck and get going. That's the only way you can do it. Outrun them. Outrun them. Hurry. Anyway, welcome everyone, or welcome back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And yeah, we're having a little bit of fun. It's all right. You're watching VolcanoX live stream, and it is a wonderful show, and we do have some fun here in the channel. We don't mind. It's all good. And oh, Mommy of Hamster says, welcome back, Uncle Doc. Thanks. Sharon Stewart says, I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. And thanks, Kevin and Sue and everybody else. So that is all cool. Using my magical powers, I'm going to stop this volcano, and we will go over and have a look at bacon seeds. And of course, these were the last two from yesterday. So let's carry on. And yeah, those two were skinny looking. That one in the back, he needs to eat more. And yeehaw, this guy doesn't need to eat more. He's got a belly. And he's having some fun. He's probably gonna go pin the tail on the donkey and something like that. So pretty cool, and like seeing that. That is awesome. And next one, there we go. This guy's just kind of, you got some food for me? And ears out, nose up, smile on the face. What more do you want? Food. Anyway, next one. And aw, this is a double aw, cute, sniffing the flowers for the first time. You know, and that's something. Then when I looked at this picture, I thought to myself, you know, it must be just a wild experience for the first time that these little pigs would see sunshine and walk on grass and smell a flower and that kind of thing. And, you know, everybody has those first moments, right? And I'm sure the animals would too. And, you know, they know right away whether it was pleasant or not pleasant. And in this particular picture, I'm seeing something that is very pleasant for the little pig, and it's an enjoyable bit in life. You know, we all like that. So yeah, so that is pretty good. And next one is this little guy. I see spots. And remember what I said about, you know, it's strange that they would be going out and walking on grass for the first time. That would be pretty wild. So gotta really love it. And, you know, these poor animals, if they have good experiences, though, it's all great for them. Next one is this guy, and he definitely looks like he's enjoying himself out there in the I guess it'd be a pig pen or something with hay all over, or straw, and really cute and awesome, and we like it. Wants a treat. Yep. Yep, you got a treat. I'll take a pumpkin. And or an apple, or a something, give me something. And that is pretty good. Okay, our last bacon seed for today wants a hug. Aw, piggy, that is nice. He wants a hug. definitely give them a hug. I would. All right, last bacon seed for today, and it's actually 2 bacon seeds, and that is these 2 very, very little guys, and they are definitely very, very small, young little bacon seeds, and I bet you they're experiencing walking on straw for the first time too, so a little bit different for them. I went to a rave in the quarry on Saturday. Okay, those vids will be rather interesting. All right, wee piggies, absolutely. These guys are super, super small. I got a big tube of Savlon and tweezers. No, thanks. That's all up to you there. Wonky donkey. I'm not a first aider. I don't have a first aid license. Can't do it. You'll have to go to the donkey hospital. Oh boy. Anyway, so for those guys who haven't hit that like button yet, I forgot to say that when I went on break. Make sure you hit that like button, you guys. We are trying to get the likes way up there to 100. Hey, Rick, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, where are we off to next? I think we were going to go look at Sakurajima. Since we seen the ice cream boat was there, it took off. We can see it leaving. And where is it? There it is. Wave bye-bye to the ice cream boat. Anyway, right now we're not seeing very much at all. Lots of cloud and haze and fog in the area, unfortunately, and it is not looking that great to try to be able to see something happening there. And let's pop back over to the other one here, and you see how it looks right now. So what I did do is I made a couple of interesting little, well, I guess we'll just call them time lapses because that's what they are. And I'll let that one play first. Hang on, that didn't start in the right spot. Yeah, it did. It started in the right spot. So just to give you an idea that, you know, yes, this thing was erupting, but we also had haze and cloud, so it was quite difficult to see. But I do have 2 time lapses here that we can look at. And this one showed a fair amount of material coming up and out. Every once in a while you'd see a real heavy dark plume coming up in that whitish looking cloud material, and that's exactly what it is. It's darker, dark ash and stuff like that coming up out of the volcano. So that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. And it's also nice to watch those boats floating back and forth in the time lapse. It looks really kind of cool. It's like they're all getting ready for a race. Hey, wow, Rick, thank you for that wonderful €5 super chat. Thanks, Rick Van Ejek. There we go, and written it down, and there we got it. Awesome. Thank you for that wonderful support, Rick. I do appreciate it. And anyway, so we've seen it do this or continue for a little while. I think I'll let this run at about 64 frames per second, or 64 times faster than what it normally is. So it looks fairly quick, but as you can see, that is in the afternoon there, and time was flying fairly well. And then it kind of sort of died out a little bit and then kicked back in. And of course, with all that fog and stuff in the way, that's basically really difficult to deal with. But that's kind of where we had it this morning. So that was what we were seeing. And then later on, I figured, all right, well, we didn't see any lava, and I really want to see some lava coming out of this thing. So I did make another one. And again, it's neat to watch the boats in the foreground floating back and forth during a time lapse. Kind of neat. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat and stuff. All right. Yeah, you can see that a little bit more of a silhouette to it, and there's some really heavy, darker ash coming out, and that's what we're seeing. And it's all good. It really did its thing. So, wow! Oh, mummy of hamsters! Oh, a mummy of hamsters. Puts in a $5 super chat. Thank you very kindly, oh mummy of hamsters. And it says, I have an ice cream courtesy of Hamster Freedom and my fur tribe. Oh, thank you very kindly, and do appreciate that. Have an ice cream. I will. Anyway, there we're seeing as it gets into the darker moments, and we kind of watch that go into the night of the 25th, and of course that is technically their evening, which is yet to come for us, or is in the process of coming for us. Anyway, that's kind of what Sakurajima was looking like. So I tried to do a time lapse of the close-up camera that they have as well, but I looked through it, and there really there was no lava showing, and that was kind of weird that we didn't see that. Now we do have a link for a Twitter account that did show some, and I will post that link, and you guys. What the heck happened to my screen here? All of a sudden it decided to do weird things. Alright, so if you want to see Sakurajima, and I'm just going to put that Twitter link in there. It shows a very small amount of lava coming out during one of those times, but I really don't know if how good it is, and which guys actually got that. But thanks for sharing that one. And hang on, I gotta see who actually sent me that link. I think it was who was it? Juliet sent that one in. So thanks, Juliet, for sending that link in. And we can't really show it, but hey, it is pretty cool. Do I hear baby crying? Yeah, I hear it outside. That's pretty loud, considering I only have my window open like an inch, and I'm 3 stories up. So I'm gonna take a peek, and I gotta see if it's an abandoned child or something. No, it's just a noisy kid. I think they've got a baby down in one of the other suites downstairs there somewhere, and it is fairly young, somewhere around a year or so, and it does a lot of crying, and I've got a sneaky hunch it's teething, and it's hurting that kid's mouth. So that's probably what's going on. Anyway, let's get back to our live screens here, so we can see what's going on there at on the 26th, so in the future here at Sakurajima. And of course, we see how much cloud is still there, and it's very, very difficult to see anything happening. We do know that they ordered an evacuation of that area, and that is pretty cool, pretty interesting. And I was going to kind of see if we can have a closer look there as to where Sakurajima is located, and where the people might be that need to be removed. So I did want to pop over to this map here. That's actually our earthquake map, and there's a top view looking down at Sakurajima, and just to show you where they are. So everybody on this side is absolutely fine, no evacuations worried about, but Sakurajima used to be an island by itself, and I'm not sure how long ago it had enough lava flow to connect the two, but they are connected. And as you can see, there's residences right along the coastline here, and we get into those areas, as well as quite a few people living on this side of the island. And you can see all those different homes, and there's lots and lots of people living on that same island, very, very close to that volcano. So when you see that and they say, oh, they ordered evacuations, well, that's exactly what they evacuated 2 towns. Probably these areas here, this and this, and I'm not sure where else they can go, but probably got a road that comes out over here and then hits this highway, and they can get back onto the main body, but I think they also have access to a ferry service there. So you know, I'm pretty sure that those people will be all right, but that gives you a pretty good idea what it looks like from up top. And of course, this is the crater that we look at and is in question, and that is pretty cool and awesome to see. So anyway, let's get back over to that one. There we go. Pop back over. I don't think our ice cream boats are needed anymore. I think everybody got ice cream earlier, but here comes one now. So if you haven't got your ice cream, now is your opportunity. 4-minute warning, and that's about how long it's going to take for that thing to dock. And after it docks, I'll run down there and get my ice cream. All right, let's have a quick peek though, and we will take a look. There is Taal volcano, and Taal is looking neat, clean, and quiet, and we like it. And I just want to make sure I'm on the right place there. Yep. See vehicles moving and everything, so we are working, and that is good. The donkey hospital is closed due to cutbacks. Will anyone help me with removal? And oh, you're too far away. I told you to go in the truck, Trevor, and now they got you. And that's a sensitive area. Boy, oh boy. You wouldn't have had that happen had you been sitting there driving. Oh, let's leave Taal, and Taal is nice. We're over at Yellowstone now, really flying around around the planet, and we see that we have some off-gassing here from our wonderful geysers, and of course in Yellowstone National Park, and they have over 500 active geysers in that park. And you are more than welcome to type in the word Yellowstone or Jellystone, and bring up the link for that one. That way you can go over there and enjoy watching um, the old geyser. I mean the old geysers themselves, like Old Faithful or Steamboat, or whichever one you really want to go. Grandma B, are you sticking that more stuff in there? Oh boy. Uh, no snow. No, no, you don't want snow. Geysers. Yeah, old geysers. There we go. Uh, what? No, it's hot here. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad it's hot there, and I am going to get ready to take a break, you guys. Let's just look. I see our likes are at 84, which is really good. Let's see if we can get those up and over 100. That would be awesome. Pepper wants nothing to do with helping you back there, Trevor. She is afraid that she would get kicked by you. Yeah, that's the bad part, especially if you're pulling out those things. That hurts, and then automatically reflecting there. So, anyway, all good, you guys. Keep smiling. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and do some more show. Don't go away. And I'll put some lava on for you in the meantime here, since there's not any Sasquatches or anything running around there. So let's do that. We'll get you over there. Oh, hey, I heard that song before. Yeah. All right, we'll fix that up, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Don't go away. Keep smiling. right, I've got the microphone back on. What Cumbre Vieja sounds like a good rum. Actually, I think there is. I don't think it's rum. Yvonne said that she had some Cumbre Vieja wine. So I'm not sure if they got rum, but that might be something coming up there too. You never know. And Sharon Stewart says, I hear you. And that is awesome. Yona, please, only 5 emojis, okay? Please, not 6 or 7. Yeah, red wine, a little too much. All good, you guys. Anyway, let's continue on off. My catsup bottle was empty. Oh, darn it, Mona. And no worries. Yona and Mona. All right. Everybody is having fun. No worries. We're all good. Okay. Just thinking, where shall I go? I'm going to stop my volcano right there. Poof. And using my magic. So we had a good look at Sakurajima, and we know that it was still doing its thing. That's what it's looking like right now. It's pretty fogged in, so not a darn thing we can do there. We were over at Yellowstone waiting to see Old Faithful erupting, but we're not seeing that. They're showing different stuff going on, so that is all good. And I think what we need to do is we need to pop over to Hawaii and see what's going on in Hawaii. Since oh boy, I heard that song before. Yeah, there we go. Got rid of it. Okay, and that is Hawaii, and there we go. From 3:26 a.m. Hawaiian time, there is your pond, and that is in the Kilauea crater, and of course there you see that little toe area, and we figure there has to be a lava tube underneath here somewhere feeding it, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, let's take a look at what it looks like right now, and that'll give us a better idea. There we go. Lava level is down just a tiny bit, as we can see on the edges, which is probably not a bad thing, but we know that it was a little bit of overflow of yesterday, and we see it here even, but also we noticed more cracking along the edges, which is very interesting. And it was actually overflowed right into this area as well, so pretty cool to see that. Anyway, that toe over there, toe hole, whatever you want to call it, that is still there, and this is a couple meters tall, probably 6-7 feet in height. So when you see the lava splashing on here, that's it's actually fairly tall, so not the smallest thing in the world. Same thing with these edges, because we're so far away, everything looks relatively small, but that is easily a 1 meter distance from the edge down to the lava bed, and that is pretty nasty, you guys. So that's what we're seeing there, of course, and that was from 1431 their local time. And going on to the next one here, and we can see where the primary cone is, right in here, and delivering both smoke and lava, and of course the little hornito down here, and then the lava tube. You can see that little bit of smoke coming out of there, that lava tube going into the pond and feeding it. This is actually pretty good. You can see around the edges, and you may notice the different color of lava around the edges, and this area in the middle here is slightly raised, and that is because it is uplifted and floating a bit on top of lava slash magma that's underneath there. Very similar to what Pig Island was doing as it was floating around in that area as well. So pretty cool and awesome to see. Let's have a look at the other one. They still haven't fixed it. I'm going to refresh one more time just to confirm that. Yep, still the same picture. Moving on to the thermal. It's certainly not as bright as what it was yesterday, and that is actually pretty good. And there you can see the tow area and the lava pond. A primary vent there, secondary, or the little divider there, and of course you see still lighter areas in the back here and all the way around in some of the other sides. So we know that there was a fair amount of fresh lava there. Let's that is actually today. Yeah, that's it from today, so we don't get an older one, but that is pretty awesome, you guys. And that's it. That's all we got for Hawaii. And let's take a look and see if we can find some earthquakes. And yeah, I still have you on Sakurajima in Japan. And we can zoom out though and slide over to Hawaii really quickly. And we'll get zoomed in. And there's your Hawaiian Islands, of course. And of course, the first thing we always go for is the red dots. We have a 2.8, 11 kilometers down, happened at 18:02 Hawaii time, and that is out here just at the tip of Loihi, a sea mound, and that's what we see. So let's take a look at what's happening on the island, and we do see one quake, which is not on Mauna Kea, but rather down on the lower portion, which is a little odd. But that one is 3 kilometers down, happened today at 12:21, and that was a 1.8. So let's have a look at the other ones here in the Pahala area, and we'll run through them. This one from today, 14:37 was the time on that guy, 1.9. And next guy here, a little bigger. That is 2.0 and 2:37 a.m. Next guy is 1.8, 2:39 a.m. And then we have a 2.3 from yesterday at 2012. Not going to worry about him. And we see another one from today, 13:45, and that was a 2.1 as well. Going up here, 2.0, 16:09, and then we have this 1.9, 7:27 a.m. These are all between about 29 and 36 kilometers down. That's why I didn't mention depths. Let's just check this guy here. This is a little different. 6.6 kilometers down, 2.0 in magnitude, and happened at 7:35 this morning. Let's go to the top of Mauna Loa and see what we've got. One smack dab in the middle of the caldera, and there we go. 39 minutes after midnight. Minus 1.2 or 1.2 kilometers above sea level, so well within the mountain, and from 39 minutes. Wow, that is an awesome super chat there, Leo, just showing my appreciation for you, Doc, and all the mods and the lavaliers. Oink oink. Thank you very kindly, Leo. That is an awesome super chat, and do appreciate your wonderful appreciation and support. And Australian 14.99. There we go. I got it written down. Thanks, Leo. I appreciate it. And let's carry on here. Yeah, that one. I clicked on it 1.9, 3 minutes after midnight, and it says about 300 meters above sea level. So down, down in the mountain is where we're seeing it. So that's kind of it for Hawaii, and really nothing else out there. We didn't get this guy here, a straggler, 1.8, 2.1 kilometers down from 1735. So make sure we got him as well. That's kind of it for the Hawaiian earthquakes. And by the way, I do want to make note here, take a look at how low our earthquake count is for the last 7 days. 1,746. Typically, this is at about 2250. So we are well, a good 500 earthquakes less in the last 7 days. We are below average, and I'm just hoping when we get back up to average that it won't shake things apart too much. Kim Raudenbush, hi, I don't think he caught me. Oh yeah, sure, Kim, you've been caught. You've been caught, buddy. You've been caught. Even before you said it. Get some sleep, Piggy. Yeah, Piggy, if you want to sleep, go for it. You're more than welcome to. And hey, no hitting that mouse with that hammer. My mouse is okay. I don't have a mouse. I have a hamster. Yeah, it doesn't have a tail. Okay, looking at the other earthquakes around the world, first thing that popped to my eyeballs, of course, here is this 4.5 near Svalbard and Jan Mayen Islands, and that is a 4.5, not too far away from our wonderful Iceland, and kind of not surprised to see that there because of the quakes that we had yesterday there at Bardabunga. So pretty cool and awesome, but we do see these here, so we may see another one happening up here sometime soon, is what I figure, since this is kind of working its way up, and maybe we'll see one in here somewhere as things are turning and twisting as far as the continents are concerned. Anyway, looking down further though, we do see a 5.2 down here on the mid-Atlantic ridge from 4:45, and I don't know whose time that would be on, minus 6 hours for UTC. So anyway, that guy's there. We see a couple small ones down here, South Sandwich Islands, 4.5 and a 4.8. And then we go back up here, see Ecuador 5.7, San Gabriel, Ecuador, and that happened at 7:33 this morning for those good folks, and that is pretty nasty, 5.7, and that would have likely done some damage. Also see one here from yesterday, 4.5 for Venezuela. We know all about what's happening in Puerto Rico there, subduction area, lots of little quakes on the San Andreas Fault, which is good. As long as it keeps moving, we're all good. I did see this guy out here, 4.3, Atka, Alaska, and that is right there. And then a little guy a little further on, that is a 3.5, a very small quakes, but nonetheless they are there. Northern portions of Japan here, 4.6 on that guy from yesterday, and this guy is from today, also 4.6 from 3:16 or 3:13, I should say, their time today. And here we go, 5.1, and that is in the southern islands of Japan. That's what we see there. And Indonesia near Luolatok, 4.3, fresh from today. And looking, we do have one little one here, 3.3, down on the South Island of New Zealand. But up on the North Island, it's all quiet. And then we do see Kermadec Ridge here. We have 5.1, and that was 67.8 kilometers down from 1909 yesterday. And then we have this, what is it, 4.8 at 10:52 right there, moving over Tonga. And that's also from yesterday, 2313 on that guy, 537 kilometers down. And then we have this other one here, 4.4, also out there. So that's it for their earthquakes. We do have a bigger one. Yeah, we got this one in Japan. And then the only other ones that are really anywhere are these two that are in, I don't know if that's actually Iraq or where they are, or Iran, sorry, Iraq, either one. Anyway, 9:55 a.m. Their time for that 4.9 and a 4.6 from 7:39. So that's kind of it for earthquakes around the world. Now remember that number, like I said, we are about 500 earthquakes shy of average that we see on the planet. So things are going to start rocking again, and we'll definitely see an uptick somewhere along the way, and it's going to be interesting. So who's fashionably late? And Blair Horton says, kiwi, yes. Fruit, no. Okay. All right. That is all good. And welcome, Blair. Let's see. Did I miss anyone else? Oh, Duchess of Elements is here. Welcome, Duchess. I'm glad to have you on board. Did I miss anyone else other than Piggy is going to bed? Good night, Piggy. Sleep. Sleep, Piggy. Sleep. Yes, boss, and all hugs and snout kisses. Oh. All right. Good night, Piggy. Anyway, let's see. Doc Ran, Doc Racked, Chalks Acoustic. Yep. And getting that cue ball in the right spot. Get the right spin on it, and we'll make it happen. All right, popping over. Next one, I'm actually going to refresh this, and this will be over in the Canary Islands. And Yvonne has not left yet. She will be leaving in a few hours. She is still there on the good old islands, or on La Palma, enjoying her hot vacation. And apparently that is, it's too hot there today. Or so she said. Anyway, we see a bunch of little ones out here in the water, and also in between here. And of course we're going to see those every once in a while, because we have some movement happening. And it's always interesting. A lot of people go, well, hang on, which way is this stuff going? These islands will eventually be schmucked up against the good old Africa, because what is happening here is your mid-Atlantic ridge is making land, and everything is heading this way, and eventually they will smack into the big continent, because Africa is it doesn't like anybody. It's just going to sit there. Anyway, let's zoom in to La Palma and see what we've got for quakes today. Okay, I'm counting the ones for today. Yeah, okay, I'm finished counting the ones for today. Do you see the ones for today? I don't. There's only two from yesterday. And of course, this one here, 1 kilometer down near Old El Paso. And that's actually out on the highway. 1 kilometer down, and I think that was just the lava worker dropping something down an old tube. The other one here, 3 kilometers down, 1.0. Not sure what it's about, but that is right underneath Cumbre Vieja, or very, very close to it. So pretty awesome. And that's it for there. Moving over to the volcano map. We're going to do that one really, really quickly and see if we see anything new and wonderful. And I don't think there is. There's some of those quakes are showing up. Mid-Atlantic Ridge, we know that. Down here, Michael volcano still active. And it says 32 and 36 minutes ago, 4.8 and 4.5 respectively, and that's pretty cool. We see a 4.5 off the coast of Mexico, and that wasn't on the other charts. That was today at, where's the time on that? There is no time listed. Oh yeah, there is, 11:21 UTC. So that's what we've got. And not seeing anything else that is of a major concern. No new volcanoes popping up that I know of. Luolatak, Semeru, Merapi, Krakatoa still there. And our colors here are still doing pretty good. So I don't know. Did they change Bezimiani? Or was it orange yesterday too? But Shivalish is the only one that is left in the eruptive state there. Looking at the other areas, nothing new here. Etna is quiet, and that is about it, you guys, for volcanoes. So let's pop over to our weather map real quick, and I will see if we can change that, and that should be there. No, hang on, wrong one. Weather map. There we go. That is our wonderful SO2 map. I'm going to refresh that as soon as I can find it on my screen. There we go. And again, like I said, everything was displaced and misplaced because of having to reboot the computer. Looking at North America, SO2 levels way down, so that is pretty awesome, pretty easy. Looking at Central America, we still see that floating off into the Pacific, but it looks like they may end up building another storm here soon. We'll see what happens, and most of that is moving to the west as well. Here's our turning point where it starts going back to the east, and of course a big system here feeding that, and that is causing it to go the other direction. So not as much SO2 there today, and we are seeing a White Isle volcano still off-gassing a little bit. Down here, Tasmania, very clean, and the refineries aren't doing too bad either. And Leo is definitely doesn't have his barbecue on today, I can tell. But they are still doing some coking in the coking plants up here, and causing some of that. That is just north of Sydney. And that is a lot of open pit coal mines here with coking plants. Tofua and possibly Hunga Hapai could be making that plume. We do see Yasur and his two buddies there still producing what they need to. Nope, no BBQ here. Okay. And I bet you it's a lot warmer though than it was. Anyway, Papua New Guinea, normal stuff. Luolatak pushing it south today, and the same thing with Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa is building up a fair amount of SO2 there. I wish we had that camera running. Ibu and Dukono still doing their thing here. It doesn't look like it's as much today. little heavier from Bulusan, and also seeing a fair amount here from Manila, as well as possibly from Taal volcano here in Taal Lake. So that's kind of what we've got there. Looking down, we see that would be our Suwanosi Jima. The other red spot would definitely be Sakura Jima, and that is what's happening there. Going up the coast, we don't see as much, and this would be this plume here from Karimsky itself, and then the other stuff here from Shivalish up top there, and Bezimiani in the middle, and then Ibiko and his buddy down here are doing their thing. So not that much SO2 popping out until we get over here. Looks like it's actually a little easier today there in South Africa. Looks real bad in DR Congo though. Very, very heavy pollution and no wind to blow it away. Berta Ale would be right here, and that's what we're seeing, and not so much pollution coming from Saudi Arabia today. We do see lots of clear air there in the desert, and now we're moving up and looking at Sicily, and Mount Etna made this mess. So Mount Etna did most of it and had a little bit of help out from Stromboli and those places. And I see I got to turn on the subscriber only mode, you guys, because of that. Okay, and let's save that, and okay, hide, and let's ban these guys. Hide user on this channel. I did. Okay, they're out of here, you guys. So no worries, we're all good, and 5 minutes before they can get back in there. And got them for you, Doc. Okay, thank you, Kathy. I do appreciate that. All right, that is our SO2 for today, and looking not too bad. Good night, Yona. You take care, and we'll see you. And make sure you drink lots of water. That'll help with the hangover. All right, let's pop over and take a look at our, well, I got to refresh it anyway, so let's take a look at our temperatures around the world today and see how they look. And that is what we're seeing in North America. Not too bad. Pardon me. We do see Canada, not quite as hot as the US, but still that heat is still moving through those northern islands quite a bit there, and we do still see 24-25 degrees up in the top areas here of the Yukon and Northwest Territories, which is absolutely crazy, but that is kind of what we got. Looking at Vancouver and Vancouver Island, they are really in the cooker today, and that is pretty awesome. Looking at the rest of Canada real quick, not bad temperatures all the way around. Looks like Nova Scotia coming in at 19, 20, 21 degrees. Some places as high as 26, maybe PEI in that, even in depending on where you are in Newfoundland, that kind of stuff. The US is quite warm in most places. The West is really warmed up, which is really nice that they are seeing some summer. And I just hope it doesn't start too many forest fires. And we are seeing some awesome temperatures in most of the western states. Going down here, Arizona still quite hot, but not as hot as it used to be. I don't think they're hitting the the 40, 42, 47s or anything like that today. So a little bit easier there. It is quite hot though in Texas and also I guess Oklahoma and whatever other states are right around here. Denver would be Colorado. Oh boy, I keep forgetting that's Kansas, I think. I'm not good with those central states. I haven't been there. That's why I don't know them. I've been to Texas, and I also I've been to Arizona, so I know those, but I've never been here. I've been in North Dakota, Montana, and then here in I guess Utah, or what is this, Utah? Anyway, Wyoming, yeah, Utah, Idaho, and Utah. I was in the top of Utah. So that's kind of what we see there. And anyway, looking pretty awesome though. We do see this massive high out here, and that is what's actually sending a lot of that warmer air hitting that to the north, and that is really good. Now we see this other high earlier today that was over a little bit more and was really pushing that warm air because it was coming off the one and then getting caught on the second one and pushing it all the way up through the Gulf Stream areas there. So really good. Central America a little bit cooler, but still 28 degrees in Cancun, so really not any different. Looking at the Amazon, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still holding a good temperature. Our cutoff line just right at Buenos Aires, very cold in the bottom end of Chile. Chile, it's very chilly in Chile. And going over here, we do see this low pressure right beside New Zealand. Fortunately, it is drawing down some of that warmer air, but also the backside of it as a consequence is pulling up some of that cold air for the South Island. And looking at what we've got here, Tasmania looking like they've got very nice temps today in comparison to the 3 or 4. They are now up in the double digits at least. Melbourne showing in at about 10 degrees. A little cooler in the area, but it looks like they're starting to warm up a little bit. They've got a big high sitting there, and hopefully it will help. Sydney looking at 16 degrees. Start sliding up to Brisbane. We got 18 degrees. Pretty awesome. A little bit more warmth up in the north there as well, and seeing 13 over in Perth. So not bad for that area. Going up and looking at what we've got in Vanuatu, New Caledonia, those places. Papua New Guinea is not bad. Indonesia, not bad. Philippines, not bad. Actually, very hot in the Philippines. Bangkok, 27, 28 degrees, and there, and probably 84% humidity. Oh, 81. I was close. But that is pretty cool or warm. Actually, you'd feel very sticky and warm at that temperature. Very hot weather here in the islands around Taiwan and stuff like that. Japan, 28, 30 degrees, depending on where you are. Very warm weather for them. Summertime for sure. Even up here in the northern areas. Kamchatka Peninsula cooled off a little bit, but not by much. And we do still see very high temperatures in our Siberian areas and stuff like that in Russia. So that is definitely warming up there. Looking down at India, Indian Ocean, and those areas, looks like we're going to see some storm action here pretty soon, and we'll see how that goes. looking at Saudi Arabia and Iran, Iraq, they're all very, very hot, even though those are nighttime temperatures. Sahara Desert looking about the same, very, very hot for nighttime. And of course, the wonderful Canary Islands, when you're looking at, when you can see in some spots 28, 29 degrees on La Palma, and this is at night, you guys. So a little bit hot, and that was one of the things that Yvonne kind of mentioned. It was too hot for her. Anyway, looking at Spain up in the northern portions, a little cooler and a little warmer down, about 2/3 of the bottom end there is pretty warm. Not bad here in Sicily and Italy, and Piggy's house is about 27 degrees, so that's what she's got, 27, 28. Hopefully she will cool off. By the way, she took off and went to bed. She did send me the pictures of her wonderful fans that she's got, and I should load those up. Let me do that. I'm going to load them up right now, right here, since she did send them, even though it is she took off, but that way at least we've got them and got it covered. So I got to find it though. Okay, here is this is Piggy's handheld fan, and that's the one she uses to keep herself cool in close proximity, and that is a pretty nice looking little fan. And then she has the other fan, and we'll get it and show you here. And this is the bigger one, and of course that is the stand-up model that is sitting there. So those are Piggy's fans, and she likes to keep herself cool with those, and I think that is pretty interesting. Good night to all, and stay safe. Good night, Tom, and take care, and all the best to you. All right, let's zoom back out and take a look. We do see fairly decent weather in France, Germany, and looking at Holland and Belgium. Most of England is not bad. Wales, Ireland a little bit cooler, and the Irish monk probably relaxing a little bit in the cooler temps. Scotland a lot cooler, fairly warm up in Denmark, and coming all the way up here. Stockholm is unusually warm, and getting that heat all the way in here into Finland again. Norway fairly cool in the highlands, and that's kind of what we're seeing there. A little cooler out in our wonderful Iceland, or is it? Actually, it's not that much cooler. It was 12 yesterday on the Reykjanes Peninsula, and it's 11 today, so really not much of a difference, and that's what we've got there. And that is it for temperature. Let's have a quick peek at precipitation, and that map is a mess. We have all kinds of stuff in all kinds of directions. Up in the north, we do see variable stuff. We have some storms in Alaska. We've got storms up here in northern Saskatchewan, northern Manitoba, and it looks like portions of Northwest Territories, and then down here in the bottom again of portions of Saskatchewan and Manitoba as well. Big storm over here in Quebec, and then we've got some stuff out in the eastern side here. Sue is probably going to experience some thunderstorms and heavy rain in that area, even though it's warm. Coming down the eastern coast, variable storms all over the place. Not big organized ones, but smaller individual sized storms that can be just as dangerous. A lot of stuff down here in Florida as well. And you can see just way too many storms to account for. Down here, Kansas City, and we see that a little bit bigger storm there, and not seeing anything in Texas, so storm-wise, or not much. A little bit there, most of it New Mexico and Colorado, and of course in the northern portions of Arizona, actually even down here in the south around Tucson and right into Mexico. And that's what's making our visibility so difficult with most of those volcanoes. Looking at that storm, remember I said that we're probably going to see another storm here. It looks like it is developing fairly nicely, and that'll probably merge with this guy. So we'll see what happens with that. Northern portions of South America, not bad. Down here in Chile, getting hit with this low, and then you've got a high on the other side here causing some problems. Buenos Aires is getting nailed. Lots of snow down south, and boy, those poor people in New Zealand looking at that low, and you see what it's doing, pulling all that stuff right over top of them. And that is unfortunate, and this high is not helping any either. That high needs to move off so that low can slide out of there. Looking at what we have in Australia, I'm not liking what's off the coast here, but at least the high pressure is blowing out the wind and trying to push it away, and that is probably a good thing. But we see that heavy shear line in this low down here. I'm hoping that doesn't slide out. Hoping it goes out a little bit and then comes down would be nicer for them. Looking at our Philippine, Indonesian, and Malaysian areas, full of thunderstorms all over the place. Even Japan has got a bunch of storms happening along the coast as well. And that is just the way it is today. Kamchatka Peninsula, a little bit of rain. Big storms out here in the Indian Ocean, and lots of stuff happening in India itself. Central portions of Africa are doing their thing. Then we get up into this area here, down, well, I guess most of this would be part of the Alps that generated this, but we do still see what's going on there. Munich is getting thunderstorms, or if you want to say it in German, München, and Berlin auch. And we're seeing some stuff here in Berlin, as well as going all the way up into Sweden. Big system hitting Norway, and that is kind of just curling around, pretty awesome. Not too much in Spain or France. England, a few drops here and there, and nothing in Ireland, and looking pretty bare here in our Iceland. A few spots of rain, but nothing major. So that kind of wraps her up for today. A quick peek at our lowest temperature around the world. And we will find our very, very cold temperatures today. So I don't know. So far, I'm not seeing too much. I got minus 70 is right about there, and so minus 71 right there. Okay, and what did Sue, coldest I found in Antarctica, minus 70. I got a minus 71 today, Sue. So yeah, and that would be about right. I'm sure there's probably some smaller, colder pockets somewhere, but let's call it minus 71 degrees Celsius, and that is good for our wonderful cold temperatures. So please make sure you dress your penguins warm. All right. And on that friendly note, let's pop it back. Oh, not to that one, but rather this one. And we'll fix that screen up. There we go. And just to make sure we have it. All right, I will let that run. So that is it, you guys. Newt, there you go. And that is wonderful. I thank everyone for being here today. I know we don't have any really spectacular views of lava flowing, any new locations, but it's one of those things. We have to wait for that. And it will come. It's just a matter of time. We will also see additional earthquakes in the next little while. There's always a quiet before the storm, and if we are 500 earthquakes down from the average, it really is, something's got to happen to get that back up to around the average, and that would be really, really interesting to see. Good night, Leo Carlson, or good day, and thanks for your wonderful super chat. Just want to thank Rick Van Ejik as well for his €5 super chat, and Oh Mummy of Hamsters for her $5 super chat, and of course Leo for his $14.99 Australian. And thank you very kindly, you guys, for those wonderful super chats. Also, a big thank you to each and every one of you in here that is a member helping out and supporting the channel. We do appreciate that, and that is very, very awesome. And thank you. But just so everybody understands, you're all part of the wonderful lava family, though. So don't get this color stuff mixed up or anything like that. We appreciate everyone being here, and you don't necessarily have to be supporting it in a financial manner, so you're more than welcome to be here. That goes for all of you, okay? But on that friendly note, it is time to wrap it up. So thank you everyone again for being here. Thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, Lucas Snow, and Joseph Fields Official, and any of the other ones that are typically on here. So thank you, and that is all good. Hang on, I want to fix that screen somewhere around there or something. Will that work? We want lava. Yeah, that'll work for now. And it's an eerie scene. It's I guess we're waiting for the monsters to come out. Anyway, that's it for basically everything. So thanks, mods. Thank you for all you wonderful, good people. And take care of yourselves. And we will see everyone tomorrow night. So keep smiling. And we're going to keep our eyes open for more eruptions at Sakurajima and any of the other places as well. Take care for now, my friends, and all the best to all of you in the lava family. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Take care, and have yourselves a wonderful night. Oink, oink.